I've only got a few minutes on the way back from my show, and this was something that we talked a little bit about on my radio show, but we haven't really talked about. I didn't talk about in depth on my radio show, and I haven't done a podcast on it. But I wanted to. I did some quick math while I was sitting in my car at one of the stoplights about Bernie Sanders' plan to get rid of all student loan debt. Now, I'm not even going to talk about the ethics of, I mean, can you imagine if you loaned somebody some money to pay for anything, something? Hey, Robert, how you doing? But can you imagine if you loaned money to someone and then the government just came along and said, yeah, we're going to cancel out your student loan debt? I don't think many people believe that's a good idea, but that's not what I want to talk about. So the plan, what Bernie Sanders is saying is that his plan will wipe out all student loan debt within 16 months, and it would cost $1.6 trillion. Okay, where are they going to get $1.6 trillion in 6 months? Unless they go into debt. And when the government goes into debt, where does that money come from? It comes from you and me. And then Bernie Sanders says, because my next question was, as I'm listening to this, my next question was, well, okay, that's current student debt, but what do we do moving forward? How do we handle future student debt? Well, Bernie Sanders is talking about, well, we just make college free from here on out. Okay, so did you know that in any given time, there are about a little over 14.5 million college students in the United States? 14.5 million. So you take the average cost of a 4-year college in the United States, the average cost now is just under $35,000. So let's just use the $34,000 a year number. It would cost the United States, in addition to the $1.6 trillion that you and I are going to pay. And what if I don't need to go to college because I have a trade? I mean, look, Facebook's founder went to college for a little while but didn't get a degree. Look how successful he is. It's not like you need college to be successful. But you take that 14.56 million, which is about how many college students there are at any given time, and you multiply that times $34,000, that's $496 billion with a B. So a little less than half a trillion dollars, every year for free college. 1.6 trillion in the next 6 months to pay off everyone's student loans, and $500 billion, I'll be honest, 495 billion or 96 billion. 496 billion, but I mean, look, we're only talking $4 billion here, so $500 billion every year to give free college. So who's paying the professors? Who's paying the faculty? Who's paying the school police officers? Who pays for the books? Who pays for all of that stuff? You and I do. Every year, that's $2 trillion for every 4-year degree that the American people are going to be forking over under Bernie Sanders' plan. Every 2 years is $1 trillion that taxpayers are going to have to foot for people to go to college free. That's Bernie Sanders' socialist free college by the numbers.